cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. The other day, I did a video. And, I don't like to do the whole negative stuff, but I want to touch on some stuff and just, this is a perfect glimpse into what ego does, what ego is capable of. So the other day I did a video. I was sent in my DMs, in my Discord, I was sent a TikTok video, okay? And in the TikTok video, there was a guy from Texas, a black guy, just so you guys know. I didn't say his ethnicity the first time because it didn't matter. And that's the thing that trips me out, man. The message isn't important to some people. It's the periphery. The stuff that means nothing is what people get caught up in. And this is why I say a lot of times, man, a petty mind will think petty thoughts. So this person said that in Texas, the PSAs are weak, the Crips are weak, the Bloods are weak, and the TS are weak, right? And I was asked, hey, man, can you speak up for the PSAs and how, what your experience is? And I made a video and I said, I don't know the Texas system, but I know the heart of Mexicans, though, right? So I did my video, and right away, the trolls, and this is the thing that is a trip to me. Right away, the trolls ran with it, and they ran to a channel over there, a Texas channel, and said, oh, Dubs is disrespecting you. Dubs is talking shit about you. Dubs is talking about, Dubs this, and it's you, and you. And instead of doing the homework, a lot of us can reach out, even if it's through third, fourth, fifth party. We can reach out to each other on YouTube, man. And instead of doing that, instead of, it makes me, this is just another contrast, man, where like somebody who's a convict, if you've been anywhere where it's serious, Holmes, you go to the source. And when you discuss it with the source and you find out that's not what it is, then that motherfucker's gossiping, that's their ass. But see, this is YouTube. And so instead of doing any homework or second guessing, the ego kicked in. Imagine having an ego so big that you think if anything is said about Texas, it's about me. Why would I say something about that man? Right? So anyway, so then he did a whole live, and the live was so off base, man. And so then I did a video, and I came with the same energy that I was given. And I don't like to do that. But I noticed with this person a pattern of hatred towards California. And I also noticed a lot of, out here in California, one thing that would never, ever, 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 ever happen in the California prison system is a Crip hearing someone talk about another Mexican faction and the Crip wanting to disrespect the guy for talking about another Mexican faction. You ain't gonna give a fuck. You'd be like, man, fuck that. That's Mexican business. But YouTube, it's like, no. A certain state was mentioned, so it's gotta be about me, and I gotta put my cape on. And I was disrespected, and it opened the door for all this other stuff when I never had any ill will towards the person, right? I was responding to a completely different person and their video. And then so when I posted it, I put the dude's name because I don't like to say the names. When people are trolling, when I believe they're trolling, I don't want to give them the shine that they need, the shine that they're desperate for, right? But because supposedly I lied and I made shit up, I put it up. And people were like, I can't find his YouTube channel. And I'm like, God, like, do I really, like, shit is a trip, man. When I put his name up, it said right there next to his name, prison TikTok. And I was like, do I have to really break down every single thing? Like, do I have to tell you even how to search him up on TikTok? And so now I do that video, and you know, it's water under the bridge. He and I, there was too much disrespect. We will never, I couldn't see any type of way we would ever be cordial, but we would never meet each other. So it doesn't matter. You know, he's gonna do him, I'm gonna do me. Then I do another video, and it was in regards to this fake ass PSA that was put out about a carload of women that were shot up. And then it was being attributed to Mexicans, and then this fake PSA and this fake green light. And like, anybody with any common sense would know that's not true. And there's absolutely no news on any, for your information, Santa Barbara, we get the LA news channels. That's our local news channels, okay? There has been nothing in the news where a Mexican was suspected, a Mexican was apprehended for shooting up a carload of women. There was a shooting, and there was women and a male shot, and it was on 74th and Figueroa. That's Hoover's. That's their territory. I'm not saying they did it. I'm just saying that's not anywhere near. That's not Tortilla Flats functioning in that area, going hunting way over there. Tough. But in that video, I was calling for cooler heads to prevail, to use some common sense. Look at the history. Look at how things actually work. Look at how the Mexicans in Southern California actually function. And you would know, how the hell is one barrio gonna declare something for all barrios in LA? A barrio can't do that. It's got to come from way above that, right? And they're not gonna be doing no PSAs. They, you know, if they decide that something's happening, it's just happening, right? And it's not happening. So I did my video on we need to have cooler heads prevail. And, you know, and then, you know, I had this other video. You know, I have these videos, man. And at the end of the day, Holmes, I always try to say, I try to show how senseless the criminal lifestyle is, and how unfortunate the brutality of the California prison system is. And so then we got this other weenie popping up, right? Again, it's another dude from out of state. No, don't go running to the guy from Texas. It wasn't a guy from Texas. I don't even know where this dude's from. Honestly, I don't know where he's from. I mean, he struggles to... But he did a whole video, because I said, and anybody can go back and look at the video. I said, I was talking about the brutality of the California prison system, and I said how California is averaging a murder every week or two, right? And he got so butthurt. Why do people get so jealous? Like, why would you be jealous that California has more murders in their prison system? Who wants to brag about that? I was talking about how senseless it is, and this person's whole emotional system got rocked because I said that. He took offense to the fact that I said that there's an average of one murder every week or two in California, and that's pretty much right on. There's 52 weeks in a year. 52 weeks in a year, okay? So if there's 26 murders in the year in California's prison system, that's a murder every 2 weeks. So I don't get the whole let me be upset and then let me make a fool out of myself. But the thing is, and this individual, this second individual is, you can see by the look on his face, very miserable. That's not my fault. That's nobody's fault. You gotta work on yourself. You know, spending hour after hour after hour after hour after hour to infinity, making videos about me, a person you've never met, a person you obviously, from the stories you tell about me, a person, you know, I'm somebody you've never met and you don't know anything about, and you haven't spoken to people who really know me. So you're listening to these pesetas that make up stories about me. And then you're regurgitating it. And that's a cold reflection on you. But this is YouTube. So, it's a weekend. Gunner and I will probably go live today. And we will have a great time with our great supporters. I feel like we have some of the most loyal supporters on YouTube. People that have been rocking with us for years, man. And these haters, they'll come in and they'll make one comment and they'll get blocked. And they watch the interaction. They watch the respect in the chat. They see the donations and all these things. They irk them. And instead of wanting to build a better channel and be positive, they go more negative and they can't figure out why they don't get love. Anyways, man, that's a Saturday video. Saturdays, everybody's busy, everybody's doing things. And I just wanted to put something out. I was thinking about it. I was like, what should I do today? And I had a few ideas, but I was like, you know what? Let me address these two situations and highlight the fact that it's based off ego. One of them was based off ego. The other one is based off of misery, ego, envy, jealousy. A lot of very poisonous traits that poison the one that has them. They don't poison me. Your jealousy and hate and your envy don't hurt me. And I could honestly say that the guy from Texas, at the end of the day, Holmes, I hope he flourishes. The other guy, he could eat a dick, as far as I'm concerned. It's that person is so miserable. Now, if I saw that person start, turning a new leaf, I would root for him, But I can't root for him when all he is miserable. Why would I do that? I'm not an evil person anymore. I started YouTube to give back. To share my life experiences, things I've been through, so that other people hopefully won't have to go down that same path, that same road. But like myself, again, I'm the fourth one in my family busted for murder. I was a knucklehead. I didn't learn from the other three. I thought I was smarter than them. And that's the problem. Whenever you hear something, you see something, and then you think, that about the stupid, Holmes. I ain't gonna get caught. Well, your cell is gonna be the same size mine was when I was there. And I was there for over 24 years on the last one. That's my video for today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.